All right, so I'm a little surprised. This might be a nice thing. It looks like he's gifting me a factory. If I'm not missing something here, because both of my fleet stacks can come in here. I got two carrier loads, couple fighters, battleship, cruiser. So he looks like he provided me a free factory, I think. Um, Now there's a couple lines of thoughts that kind of came in here to my mind is one, this bomber can hit here. Could I just attack his 35 fleet? And it was like a 35-40% chance, which if I didn't have better options, might be worth considering how far behind I am. He's got this carrier floating with a transport, and we got this sub, and it's just tempting to even just take one sub there, right? Um, the problem is even one sub out of this, I might do the one sub. I haven't decided. It takes me from like a 65% chance to defend to basically a 45 or 50-50 stack. I want to believe, if my memory serves me correct. So I might do that. The other option is I could send a destroyer sub and a fighter, plan to put a destroyer in C zone 36, and then I can move whatever I want here and have two destroyers blocking his fleet from being able to attack 47. So, and then I would still have, if this fighter did hit my one destroyer, I'd have one more that could come in here. So that was the next tempting thing. However, this is that one of those thoughts you got to watch out for, especially when you're down here. He does have his German bomber in Italy, which means German bomber can go one, two, three, four, five, or five, and then six landing here or six landing somewhere in here. So you'd have a bomber versus a destroyer, in which case, so the German 5 could take out the destroyer block, and then the Japan Navy come in and wipe out the rest. So I don't think a double destroyer block is the way to go here as a result of that. If I had enough where I could put two destroyers in each one, then perhaps. I thought about, is it worth putting a destroyer and cruiser in one and two destroyers in the other, just to make sure I'm guaranteed? Um, Possibly, because if I don't, I'm going to have a free Philippines for him to grab. That he can turn around and grab Philippines, which I plan on building a factory there this turn. So, the blocks would prevent him from taking the Philippines too. However, just based on how things are planning to play out, I'm not sure I'm going to need to build out the Philippines next turn. I'm going to be building out of Borneo next turn probably, and the USA as it is. Um, so I'm not too concerned if he takes it for a turn, as long as I turn around and take it right back. So I did double check. Even if he moved everything he has, including the fighter he built down here, so he'd have six fighters, three carriers, two battleships, sub and destroyer. With my seven destroyers, this carrier coming down, I'm going to build a carrier fighter here, so that's one more fighter that could reach there. I would have this dead zone that I could just take it right back again. So it's not what I want to do, but I think I'm just going to flat out stack 47. I'd love to do other things, but I just really want to make sure I kill this stack. I want to kill it effectively so he doesn't kill too many of my infantry, so that I'd still have infantry next turn I could use. Um, yeah, and I think that's the way I want to go. I'm just not going to put the risk in there of going elsewhere, other than maybe taking the sub to take out his carrier and transport here.